Hello, and thank you for having a look at In the Pipeline, a site of informal clinical education designed to support all clinicians, but in particular, military medics. So you may be asking yourself, what is so special about military medics, and what does it take to become a medic? And what does it mean to be a medic? Well, thanks to my daughter, she designed a little picture to help illustrate some of the nuances and complexities to do with being a medic. The best way to describe a medic is they're really a jack of all trades. They don't fit into any one profession neatly, and they're actually a mixture of a series of different professions that they're required to do in some very difficult conditions. So the main avenues of education that military medics are provided differs around the world, but most of them involve some sort of nursing care, a bunch of pre-hospital care, and then obviously the specifics of combat care. But mixed into that, and depending on the level of employment the medic can go through, they'll also involve a bunch of remote and wilderness medicine education, specialize in en route care, and just a dash of critical care. So the best way to really describe them is they're a jack of all trades, but each one of these aspects doesn't fit nicely within the military medic's career, and they'll need to apply all these skills mixed together and couple that with conditions. And what we mean by conditions is environmental considerations, employment considerations, certain hazards that are unique to the medic. It can be that you're in the middle of the ocean, the middle of a desert, middle of a jungle, working autonomously, working with a multidisciplinary team, working with a small group of non-clinical personnel that you're looking after. All these unique conditions help build sort of a starting framework of the military medic's employment. Now, there are certain attributes or pillars that a medic needs to focus on in order to really excel within their career. And they are health, fitness, resilience, and aptitude. The medic's health is very important, and it encompasses a holistic viewpoint of lowering comorbidities, having a healthy lifestyle, and maintaining your own personal health, mental health, and well-being on operations, on missions, and when back in your home country. If the medic is unhealthy and unable to perform their role due to health concerns, then the question rises, who's going to look after the medic? When you look at fitness in particular, fitness doesn't involve you being the fittest, the strongest, or the fastest individual, but it does have onus on you having the physical fitness to perform your role and conducting training that is indicative to that role, whatever it may be. So that generally involves strengths, endurance, agility, and flexibility as the main stakeholders of the fitness, but obviously can include other things within it. Resilience is pretty much essential when it's got to do with being a medic. You need to have the physical resilience to keep going and survive and thrive in the conditions that we just spoke about. You need to have the mental resilience in order to keep your cognitive skills processing and analyzing situations in order to provide the best care. And you need to have emotional resilience in order to control your thoughts, your feelings, your bias, your ethics when providing care for individuals. And the final one is aptitude. Aptitude, again, is quite difficult to define because in no ways do you need to be the most intelligent clinician, but you need to be the most adaptive and diverse clinician, I could arguably say. The difference with being a medic as far as aptitude goes is you need to have the ability to process a whole amount of information coming from all the different professions, getting mixed with the conditions in order to make it usable for yourself. So you need to be a really good filter of information and they're really good at extracting applicable information in order to make it usable. Now, the foundation of this entire framework, and in fact this education platform that you found yourself looking at, is reflection. Reflection is the most important aspect, in my opinion, of being a military medic. It allows us to reflect on our past and the legacy that we choose to uphold, but it also allows us to reflect on our lifestyle, our fitness choices, and in many ways when we engage in education, it allows us to reflect on the education, develop resilience through reflection in order to provide the best evidence-based care we can given the information that has been provided to us. So this site in the pipeline has been set up in order to support the last two pillars. Health and fitness is really on you, but aptitude and resilience can be developed through engaging in continuous professional development and engaging in reflective thinking in order to use that information to inform your practice and become a better version of the medic than you were before. Once again, thank you for having a look at In the Pipeline. I hope you enjoy the lessons. And if you have a chance, please like and subscribe in order to keep up to date with any new information that is provided. Take care.